Hey guys, welcome back to Detroit Garage. Well, now that the filters are done, I can concentrate on making the hoses for the radiator and whatnot. Okay, here's what was on the Buddha. So shorten up this rubber piece and use the natural bend in this to hook up to here. Well, there you go, guys. I pulled the hoses off, and this is what we got. More of this scaling rust from the guy running it decades without any antifreeze. So here's the idea I have in mind. Make a 90 for this, and then put a hose here, and we're golden. Well, here it is, roughed in. Use that 3/8 plate again. So, got to drill the hole now, and then smooth out the outside. So basically, that's kind of how it's going to work. So now I've got to go and buy some pipe, and then make the neck. Okay guys, I got the pipe 1.5 inch. So I'm going to weld it in there like that. But first, I'm going to clean all this up. All right. It's a little bit rougher than I wanted, but I can still weld that up. So what I'm going to do now is fit the pipe. So now I've got to cut that pipe out so it's smooth all the way down, and then weld it up. All right, there it is. I'll tack that and then clean up this edge. I think that should be pretty good. Square it up, and it's happy times. All right, here it is mocked up. So now I have to weld it all up. So that's about a 1/2 inch raise for the radiator. So I have to raise that counterweight about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch. But anyway, I think it's going to work out pretty nice. Some adjustments may be required, but that's pretty much the way it's going to sit. I have to, of course, raise the seat slightly, the seat pan, to clear the valve cover. But yeah, very happy with that. All right, all welded up. Now I've got to make this pretty. Make it look like it belongs there, and then go bolt it on. All right, there it is, prettied up. So now I'll just give that a shot of paint and then start working on this piece. Well, there it is, guys. I'm gonna have to redo this. This turned into a dog's breakfast. I heated it up and bent it, but it kinked. So I should have used sand in it. All right, guys, the top hose is done. Finished off that thermostat housing. And I found a nice 1.5 inch pipe. Some of my pool supply stuff. So this was stainless steel. And I just cut it with an angle grinder and then welded it up to replace this nasty old thing. So I'm going to plumb this in. Now I was having a think on this, and I almost committed myself to pulling the radiator off, sweating that bottom elbow off, and transferring it over to this corner so it'll go straight across. But if this system will work here, I can't see why it won't. I think it should work really well. It's going to clear the pump. I mean, nobody sees it really, so what's the harm really? It's not ideal, but if it works, why not? So what I'm going to do now is make a 90 off of this and then plumb it into that hose and go from there. Again, we got to test start this up in about a week, and I could see, you know, how everything works then. If I don't like it, I'll take the time, sweat that elbow off and put it over here on this side. I think I'll save myself a lot of work. I have worked on this radiator before. It was split open on the bottom when I first got the forklift. I soldered it all up and patched it up. It was in hard shape, but it's worked for 5 years. So I'm gonna take it home today and clean it out and use a pressure washer and some citric acid on it in a liquid solution and wash it all out. Should be nice. So yeah, one more task. Put a 90 in here like this and run with it. I don't know why that won't work. So, well guys, I came up with a solution, a proof of concept with some old Power Stroke hoses I have up on the shelves. So this is off my F550. So I incorporated that in to the old Buddha hose, and I'll run the engine up with that on and see how it works. So that's the radiator all hooked up, and now I'll have to take it home and clean it out, because this radiator's nasty. I showed you guys in a previous video. She's pretty nasty, so we'll pressure wash that out and use a mild acid solution to clean it out. Citric acid is what I'm going to use. So that's basically the plumbing to the radiator all done. Well guys, there you have it. That's the radiator plumbed in for now. We'll test it and see how it works. I'm pretty confident it'll work pretty nice. That'll save me a lot of work, pulling the bottom pan off that radiator and moving the elbow and everything. I don't think I'll need to, so I'll run with this. If I like it, I'll get new hoses and do that. So again, thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.